What's up, people? It's a small member squad. We have Egg Platinum, myself, Young Left.
Howdy. We do be here today.
You paused for so long.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
All right.
this is a weird time to record the podcast for us.
Yep.
As you can see in Tanner's camera, it's the middle of the day. Like,
Currently 5:48.
Doc.
doxed. They know where we live now. Oh, look at it. Good boy. What's his name, Tanner?
This is Hank.
Yeah.
He likes to eat shit, so I don't let him kiss me.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. Hank is a bit of a dummy.
Big dummy.
But we love him for it.
That's the
Absolutely love Hank.
And there's Gooby. He's eating birdseed.
I've already looked up for a second, and then as soon as you
Gooby.
said he's eating birdseed, he went back to eating it. Oh, okay, he was just talking about me. All right.
He's talking
Wait, I need to actually erase that stuff. Okay, so we have one comment which was commented half an hour before we normally record the podcast. Said, school fucking sucks right now. I feel that. Actually, speaking of that, I dropped one class and I feel so free now.
Was it ethics?
No, it wasn't ethics. It was system analysis and design.
Yep, the system's not working. I got that class down.
Analytics.
And
All right. So, what's new with you guys?
Nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't been doing shit, man. Other than I've been picking up speed running a bit. I'll be picking up some DMC, Devil May Cry speed runs here soon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And you've been opening some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
It's true. I have been opening. I've been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. It's been a lot of fun to open up cards again. I pulled a Pot of Prosperity, which is around like $90 right now. So fuck yeah, let's go money.
Hell yeah, gamers.
Let's go.
I decided I'm also gonna start doing card openings, but I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I'm doing Pokemon cards instead.
Well, that's higher money, bro.
That's what you fucking think. But let me be perfectly honest. More Yu-Gi-Oh cards are worth way fucking more than fucking Pokemon. It's just more people fucking know about Pokemon.
Hey, guess what?
That's fair.
Look, if you
Guess
want
what?
to fucking,
I'm not
talk
gonna
about
be
value,
making
my
any
cards
money
are
on
fucking
it.
Same amount.
Because I'm just collecting them.
I'm getting a shiny
using light-
Charizard.
I'm using
All right,
cards in,
Tanner's gonna start
in-
also opening.
I'll probably actually use them.
Tanner, that's all that Tanner starts a
Fine.
Twitch channel, and that's all he does is open cards.
Yeah, and I become more popular than you guys. That'd be pretty lit.
It'd be pretty. Yeah, then the
It'd be awesome, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. Waiting
Yeah.
for one of us to pop off. I'm not really trying at all, but waiting.
Hey, you're trying your best. Bro.
Then I'd get canceled immediately, but it would be a good
Yep,
run.
Yeah.
yep.
It would
Yep,
be a-
Zach and I actually were talking about this. We're like, if anyone in the group were to be canceled, it definitely would be Tanner.
Yeah, I've said more questionable things. I've done more questionable. I don't know about more questionable things, but I've said a lot more questionable things live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be like that though. Don't worry about it, man. We've all said some dumb things at some point.
I'm also the cutest, so I might be able to get away with it.
True though. That's a true statement.
Yep. That's why you have a wife and a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and we're
Yep.
I'm sitting over here single. So
Hey, man, that's okay.
have you guys ever thought if like what if we've been our entire history was wrong? It's not that, we evolved and then built computers and whatever is going to be beyond that. What about if computers built us?
Yeah, like the Matrix kind of thing. Not like We're just all living in a simulation kind of thing, used as batteries.
No. I'm thinking like
More than that.
like some AI system made a biological creature, which then or not a biological creature, but a human, and then just watched what it did as it progressed. And
That'd
then,
make more sense than God, in my opinion.
Okay, we're not gonna get into this discussion.
Or we're gonna put that out. All right.
Yep.
Man.
But what if that's what God is AI?
You never know, man.
Can't prove it. Can't prove it. Can't not prove it.
Okay, if you could go into the past with one item, what would that item be? You don't get your no, you do get your you would get the knowledge of how to use that item, but none of your other knowledge.
A gun with a lot of ammo.
That's more than one item.
Okay.
Lot of ammo.
Oh, okay, just one item. So if I brought a
Fully
gun, I can't
loaded
bring
clip.
ammo.
No, well, you
Mhm.
can have the clip loaded.
Okay.
What
Nah,
do you mean he couldn't fucking bring
But
ammo?
do I
If
have
the
knowledge
fucking
of how to?
clip's already
One-
preloaded. What the? Yeah, but what happens if the fucking thing's already preloaded? Then what the fuck's that? That would still be one fucking item. It's not like he's fucking. Wait,
Okay.
you'd have to fucking make
Alright.
bullets. You
Do I
fuck-
bring the
But
gun
I
and
have a
have the-
gun. Wow.
The knowledge how to
epic.
make the ammo,
Sure, why
or
not?
is it just
No.
like I just?
I
No.
don't really fucking care
Yeah,
anymore.
No knowledge. In no knowledge of anything.
No knowledge of like ammo. I just have the gun with no ammo. Yeah,
Well,
how
you'd
would
know
you
how
do
to
that?
use it.
I'm
You would
taking
know
a
how to
book-
use the gun. Also,
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
I
We
had
should
no-
also clarify what time are we going back to?
Well, it depends on what item I can bring back.
No, we have to select a time, and we all go back to that time.
We have to select a time. Let's say 1850, before the Civil
1850?
War. Yeah, 1850.
Wow, what a good time.
Yep. Slavery's still a thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, see, this is why Tanner would be the one that gets canceled.
I'm not saying it would be a good thing, man. I'm just saying it's still a thing.
That-
I'm just cars
All right.
aren't a
He's
thing.
setting the time period.
Yeah,
bro.
all right.
and The
All right,
whole
okay. Okay,
guns were a thing back then, so
they were. You had
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
If you
muskets
brought a
and stuff.
modern gun, you're not gonna fucking be able to load that bitch with anything.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to load it, so it would be useless.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
I'm
bring back a
thinking, like,
musket.
I'm taking a TV with
But that's
me.
already there.
What are you gonna use the
Just
TV?
the
Oh, I
giant-
suppose.
the world's biggest TV, just like whatever I can fucking get my hands on, just way too fucking big.
Like an 85
Bro,
inch
I'd bring
TV.
a tank, not even loaded. Just have a tank and just roll around in that bitch. And be like, yo, what's up? I got this fucking impenetrable
up?
thing.
Let's
And not be able to
Alright.
shoot it or anything, but I'd be rolling around.
Be straight fooling, yeah, that would be pretty
Mhm.
cool.
I would bring a
That would be-
house.
Okay, what the fuck?
I
you
already
gonna
had
do
those,
with a-
man.
Yeah, but this is a nice big house. You know how shitty houses were back then?
There's still
Oh.
houses people still lived. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Yeah,
this one is
but I'd be able
slightly
to
more
live
insulated."
comfortably. Exactly.
You would probably
Not
live
slightly more. I
comfortably
feel
back
like
then.
it'd be quite more insulated.
But then a house, you wouldn't be able to bring the AC unit to cool it. You wouldn't be able to
Oh,
bring the
I
furnace
guess
'cause it's a
yeah. If
different
you
one.
want to say that, yeah, and you wouldn't get any of the doors on it.
Doors, you just get the
Windows,
you
the
would just
frame.
get like yeah.
You get a
frame
frame.
of the
Oh,
house.
that's what you get. You get a frame.
Oh,
If-
shit.
If the
Alright,
house, I
um,
would say you'd get
Man.
like the insulation, the siding, the inside, but not the AC and the furnace and the water.
I'm looking around
need
as if
that
there'd be
shit.
something that I would
Yeah.
in my room that I would bring with me. There's nothing in my
Could it
room
be
that I
something
would want.
fictional?
This is hard.
Um,
Actually, I don't have a clue what I would bring.
If it was
Yeah.
fictional, a lightsaber. 'Cause that's one thing.
Yeah,
But then you'd be
That
like,
would
oh,
be
you can
pretty
deflect
cool.
bullets.
or
You're
say.
not going to be fast enough to defend a deflect a
Well,
bullet.
okay,
so
wait,
you
no,
get shot in the
actually,
That's what
foot.
you-
actually,
I don't
about
know,
that,
dude.
actually, lightsabers do not deflect bullets.
Oh yeah,
there
they
were-
just deflect. Yeah, Right.
There were bounty hunters that specifically used bullets
Bullet to get
because
Jedi.
lightsabers couldn't block them.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah.
So you just be able to cut
An
people in
oven?
half with a magic sword and look like you are a witch and get burned at the stake.
Oh, you know what? I'd bring a
That would be
fridge
pretty pog.
and just keep putting ice in it.
A fridge.
Hey, man, they
Fridge.
didn't have good fridges back then.
Yeah,
True.
I don't know.
a fridge. I could see a fridge.
A car, but then you couldn't put gas in it.
Actually, yeah, because the
Yeah,
cars were
like-
invented at like 1910, right? 1910 to
The
1920.
late 1800s. Late
Late
1800s.
18s.
Yeah, and there were more steam then than gasoline.
Yeah.
That's why they went so slow. All I know is they went like really slow compared to what we have
Yeah.
now.
What I learned an interesting fact about gasoline motors. 85% of the energy they burn in the motor is lost to heat.
Yeah, 80%.
85% of the power,
Damn.
energy that's made from the combustion is lost to heat.
Man, think if we could learn a way to harvest heat and convert it back into energy.
Like thermal. Fuck, I
That would
forgot.
be
It's thermal
pretty
energy.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, thermodynamics.
Yeah, that would
I
be
like
fucking
physics.
hella cool. Hey, man.
Also, I think I need to lower my camera because it's a little high right now.
Got podcast.
Talk about artificial intelligence. Tanner, go.
It's already a thing. Yep, it's a thing.
No, but like,
Yep. It
We're all
does
gonna die
exist.
to it one way or another. So
Tanner, what do you think like is gonna kill us first? Like let's say robots taking over, like enslaving the human race because like we fucked them over, or like
that's
or,
what I
like,
was
we
meaning
just
with
die to
AI.
ourselves.
I was thinking
like
like
global warming or something.
how
Yeah, yeah.
should we use AI is what the overall topic was.
Okay, what I think we
'Cause,
would
like-
die for AI, yes, I think is more of a problem than like global warming and everything right now. Because within billions of years, this Earth isn't going to be a thing anymore. So
That's true.
we need to worry about getting away from the solar system before. But AI, it's not used properly and mistreated, and yeah, it could Matrix, bro.
Is Chloe outside as well?
Yeah, you see her going crazy in the back.
Yeah, I looked up and she just flew by in the background.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it looked like a white
Yeah.
streak. That's my Chloe
White
baby. Anyway,
But yeah,
my thoughts on AI are, you know, they're a great support role, but do not give them weapons.
I mean, I could see that as the next evolution of man.
AI?
Oh,
AI.
actually,
Yeah.
if you guys had the option
see
to have your consciousness downloaded and uploaded to the internet, would you do it?
No.
No?
Well,
I wanna-
my mind thinks about way too much fucked up shit for like most
That's
people.
not
to,
my
like,
problem.
I
This
would-
is-
But then you'd be able to live
want-
forever.
I want to
Yeah, I
die
don't care.
someday.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I guess,
Okay,
yeah, this
that's
kind
actually-
of relates to
okay,
our...
it-
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you could be immortal, would
Yep.
you? Like, you never
No.
fucking
Yeah,
die.
and that we've asked before.
Yeah. At
Yeah, I
some
wanna
point,
be
I would
immortal
like
for
to
this.
die.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about like
right now.
62. You know, before I get too old, I'm still.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't want to
down.
become a boomer.
funny story. I got a story about being old. So
Yeah.
my wife's grandpa is in town, and his mom's still alive, and she's 92, and she's just getting the vaccine. And when they were there, they took her friend, who's 4 years older than him or than her. So she's like 96, 97. She hasn't been registered to get the vaccine. So he was registering her. And he was like, what's her birthday? And he was like, oh, it's blank, blank, 1924. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, blank, blank, 1924. They're like, 1924? It's just
Yep.
weird to
Oh
think
my
that somebody from
gosh.
that, yeah,
That's
is
nuts.
still around and
They were
still
around
hasn't
during the
like
Great Depression, dude.
They
yeah,
were, yeah. I mean, right at the
the
tail end of
Roaring
it, for sure.
Twenties and like born in the Roaring Twenties and then Great Depression and then World War Two and
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy to
crazy to
think
think
about the
about.
people that.
Do you
Mhm.
guys have an age that you want to, you know, like a minimum age that you want to hit, or like a goal to hit
Yeah,
for
like
living?
24. Yeah, so next year
I'm,
I'm
I'm thinking
that's my
23 sometimes this year. Yeah,
I'm, you know, 21. You know,
just
by
right
that time,
now, dude.
no, like I think it would be neat if I lived to be 100 years old, because then I can say
No,
that I lived in three different centuries.
no.
for me, if to be that age, it depends if I'm still all here.
Well, they
And
Yeah,
never
all right.
are, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's like
yeah,
the only thing is, like, with how fast technology is advancing, people are think that the first person to live to be 1,000 years old is alive today,
I mean, true.
uh,
and there's no way that,
this whole
you know,
pandemic has
there's
really
someone's gonna live on
stopped that.
life support.
Yeah. I
No
mean,
way they keep them on life support for that long. So there, it's gonna have to be some way that they can stabilize the both, you know, physical and mental for that long.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta let Pank inside, and I gotta grab
The
another
hardest
beer.
thing is like, yeah, okay. The hardest thing would be to keep your mental state because over time that shit just dies naturally. Like the
Yeah.
humans were not meant to live.
I don't know why, but
Like
I think like 60, after the age of 60, it just starts exponentially
yeah,
deteriorating.
like humans weren't meant to live past the age of 20. Like back in like think about that. Like think about like all the shit like with like
Back when we
motherfuckers
were
that like
apes.
yeah, 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 just like super like when it
Monkey.
was like yeah, like when you were trying to get like reaching the age of fucking like 20 was like just some miracle or some shit where people would have like 8 kids because like most of them would
Yeah.
just fucking die off, dude. Like
the baby mortality rate
that's
was through the roof.
I
yeah,
was just
dude.
also talking to my grandpa-in-law. I guess he was talking about how the family he knew had 21 kids,
Oh my
and
gosh.
that 19 of them survived.
Jesus
Because back in the day,
fucking
you just needed all that
Christ.
hand on the help on the farm, so you just
Yep.
had a bunch of
Yep.
fucking kids.
And so you just
Hmm.
kept fucking having them, man.
Yep, you
It
just kept
makes
popping them
sense.
out every year.
Why don't we? Hey, I have an
Yep.
idea, a business plan. So you basically you start up a corporation, but all of your workers are your children. And when you need more workers, you just pop out a bunch more.
Mm.
Huh? Huh?
Seems kind of
Big
no.
brain, big brain, big brain.
Big brain.
Would that
uh,
technically be like child labor though? Because you would have to like
Yeah.
wait for like.
yeah, definitely. Either that or you wait until they're like 12. Because
Mm.
like
So you have to be 14.
my dad growing up worked on the farm, you know, so it'd be no different than that. But you just
I mean,
have
I guess that's
a
true.
you just have larger scale, a larger scale operation.
You're running like a Fortune 500 company with just fucking children.
Hey, so Zach and I decided to go for a car ride for about an hour, and uh, both there and back, we were yawning for a lot of it. Man, I really wish that I brought a nice can of Ray's Energy.
PBR.
It would have kept me from getting tired and yawning. So
True, dude. Yeah,
use
raise
code
energy
small
fucking
member if you
slaps.
want energy.
True. I'll actually be picking some up here soon. I'm gonna be picking some up. Actually, after we record this, I gotta go pick up groceries and shit.
You
And then
have to re-record
fucking
this.
No, after we record this. Why would we
Oh,
re-record
I
this?
that's why I was so confused. I thought you were just gonna get up and walk away. I'm like, what the
Man,
fuck?
why would I leave? I'm already here, man. Yeah, yeah.
uh, hey Zach, did you put on
Watch fucking
Hot
Game of
Plate
Thrones.
Gamer
The fuck are you talking about?
on the topics? One of them says Hot Plate
Oh,
Gamer.
okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so okay, so a really funny thing that happens. For whatever reason, uh, in the speedrunning community, they found out that if you overheat your Famicom, you just gain like a bunch of fucking levels and shit in one specific game. So what people were doing, where they were putting their fucking Famicoms and shit like over a fucking hot plate and shit to fucking overheat the fucking thing and to get a
Hey,
better time and shit.
we sell those at work.
Okay, man. Look, I'm not
There you
gonna
go,
fucking
Zach.
do it.
No,
No,
you're
I'm
not
not.
doing it,
Fuck
Tanner.
no. That shit's
No.
wild.
Actually,
Look,
you want to know something else that I learned recently? Apparently, the next gen Xboxes are, and also I think the Xbox One are really good for emulation stations because
Mhm.
Microsoft allows you to side load other software into it, and
oh yeah.
the reasoning for that is to actually cut down on people trying to hack into the system because sometimes what people would be trying to learn how to hack into it for one thing and learn how to bypass something else.
Yep.
So I think it's a great idea, and also it's beneficial to developers and consumers. Xbox is definitely making some good
I
business
was gonna say
decisions, if you ask me.
they're
Yeah, with
they're making
Bethesda.
way better moves than right now than Sony is. What is the last
Hmm.
thing Sony has fucking like even mentioned or some shit that has like any fuck or just they when
You
they've
know,
done
actually
anything? They
beneficial. Like they were pretty
yeah.
much forced into allowing cross-platform play. Like that's the only
Oh
reason why they
yeah.
did. Um,
Hmm.
Xbox is just killing it right now.
and they're exclusive. I mean, I guess you could say some of their exclusives are coming to PC after a certain amount of time, like Detroit Become Human and what was the other one? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I mean I guess, but
But
like
that's it. On Xbox, you get the benefit that you buy it on Xbox, and you don't even have to repurchase it on PC in order to play it on PC. So,
mhm.
kind of shooting yourself in the foot. You ask me.
Oh, Austin, I don't know if you knew this or not, but also Halo Infinite, when that comes out on Xbox,
Oh
it's also
yeah.
going to be same day on PC. So
Yep,
Yep.
yep. That
that's
doesn't
fucking
surprise me at
awesome.
all.
We
I
playing,
called it
boys.
ever since
Yeah,
Xbox Play Anywhere is an excellent program.
true. True
You
though.
know the I think it was the second game on it was Ark Survival Evolved. Fucking, I like that game.
I could
We know,
download that
dude.
game, just haven't wanted to.
Hmm?
I don't even know what's
Yeah, I
about.
could also have it, and I
Yeah,
just don't.
same. I can have a host a dedicated server on it because of
Yeah,
Xbox Play Anywhere.
that's actually true. Yeah.
So,
Oh, dude, fuck yeah. We got anything
hmm.
else?
um, you guys believe in predestination?
No.
No.
Like everything that will happen in the future has already
It's
happened.
already fucking going. Yeah, no.
Kind of like the idea of Tenet
Eh,
behind Tenet.
I haven't watched that movie, but I could see it where
Good
everything that's
movie.
already gonna happen to you is already happening in a different kind of space.
Yeah,
You're
it's
you're
already
always
happened
you're
in a
only
different timeline
you're only
and will
living
happen
in
again.
this time, and another part of you is living in a different time than you. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
I can see that.
There was also like you guys know the what sort of the theory is behind the Cloverfield paradox. I think was the name of it. I never actually watched the movie.
I never watched it either, but I don't
I've
remember
only
what it
watched
was.
the first one.
Yeah.
The first one's the worst one. It doesn't go into anything.
Yep.
It's fucking
Second
camera footage
second
like fucking
one-
this.
Oh,
Second
is
one
it
was
found
good, but didn't
footage?
go
I
into
hate
it.
found footage.
Yeah, the fucking
Yeah, it was the
first one's
time where
found-
found footage was the coolest
Or-
thing ever.
I
Yeah.
hate
Well,
found footage.
Yeah, that movie fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah,
Apparently,
the second
though,
one, Cloverfield or whatever.
Yeah,
Second one was pretty good.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch the other one though.
Haven't watched
Yeah,
any
there's like
of them.
3 of them or some shit.
Mm.
But I've heard they're pretty good, and I've heard like, I mean, the people that have watched them fucking love them. So fuck you,
Mhm.
dude.
Who directed those? I'm curious.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Is it actually, or are you just saying a name? J.J.
No.
Abrams
Oh,
and
that makes sense.
Lindsay Weber. I don't know any of the other movies that I've watched from them, but okay.
Well, I mean, you've seen Star Wars, right? So you've seen another J.J.
Oh,
Abrams
oh
movie.
yeah. Okay, so that's an easy one. I don't
Yeah.
really pay attention to directors too much. Not until recently, anyway. Like, oh, speaking of like following certain producers slash creators, Hazelight Studios came out with A Way Out, and they have another game coming out at the end of this month called It Takes Two, and I'm really excited to play it with Zach. Basically, the idea behind it is
I'm gonna be the wife.
you're a husband and wife that have a rocky marriage, and you have a kid, and the kid cries and creates this story, or like this magical storybook being comes in and turns the parents into little dolls.
Yeah,
and they have to
then
you have
just
to
start
work
beating
together.
up the kid because they're just wailing on the fucking child.
Just beating the kid up.
But it's always split screen. Even if you're playing online with another person, it's always split screen. I think that idea is kind of neat, and
So you
I
can
love.
see what the other person's doing the whole time.
Yeah, it's like
That's
it's
cool.
split screen. It's just like split screen.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's how their whole studio does it, especially with A Way Out. It was done that way, and it was really.
Yeah.
It was really cool,
Way Out was a great
like really
game.
cool camera work as well. Because like it wasn't just traditional line down the middle. I think at some points it like shifted the line.
Yeah.
Or it would
no,
like
it was
make
pretty
one camera
fucking good.
smaller, focus
Mhm.
on the other
Yep.
person. I'd probably be willing to play through that game again.
I could
I never
download
played
it.
through it.
Yeah, I never played through it.
I watched people play it, but I just never
Ah.
played it myself.
Yeah, could play
I
with
can
both
never
of
find a
you.
way to play through a game again.
No?
I normally don't, especially not like
It's just because I already know
extremely
how to.
extremely linear story-based games like
Yeah.
this one. I
Unless
mean,
it's
there's a
multiple
little
choice.
variation. The ending is like there's alternate endings, but
Yeah.
I had not too much replayability. But at this point, I forgot
playing
most of the
through it.
story.
Yeah. I'm playing through a bunch of shit that I haven't played through in a while. Mostly because of Xbox Game Pass. Like
Yep.
I'm gonna be playing through some Dishonored at some
Mhm.
point here soon.
That
The first
actually, it
one
was
got
funny.
added.
Zach for that.
Also, the funny thing about that, the second one is part of the Game Pass for a while, but the first one wasn't.
Yep.
But now that Xbox owns Bethesda, they're getting a bunch of those games, all of them, all of the Dishonored and a bunch of other ones.
Yeah, I was gonna play through Oblivion as well on stream. I think that'd be a fun one to just fuck around with.
hmm I haven't played any of them other than Skyrim.
Yeah. Skyrim's a pretty good one though.
hmm And now for the Xbox Series X, we have Skyrim Remastered Plus.
Hey guys,
Still looks
Todd
bad.
Howard. I'm releasing. I'm releasing Skyrim again, but this time it's coming to your fridges. Everyone
Yep.
can play
It's coming to
Skyrim
your
on their
fridges, your
fridge.
toasters, and your pregnancy tests.
That's Pog.
I need
A
to put my phone
Skyrim
on.
pregnancy test.
There was,
Dude.
I'm pretty sure Doom was put on it.
Yeah. That was fucking epic. I saw
The
that. That was a
Doom
great
modding
fucking
community
video.
is hilarious. And also ridiculous at the
Yeah,
same time.
they have one of my favorite mods. It's called N Hentai or like N Doom or some shit. And it's a hentai Doom where you fuck all the demons and shit.
I think I've heard of that.
You know
That's a
who
weird mod.
you know who showed that to me?
Oh, yeah.
Ian.
Ian. That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
Of course, yeah, that's an Ian thing. Speaking of mods, Zach showed me something that I didn't know about until just now. For GTA 5. What was it called,
Oh
Zach?
yeah, no pixel. The
No
no
Pixel.
pixel server in the
It's a
fucking RP
server
shit. Yeah.
that's a really good RP server. Like, it almost looks like, um, it's almost looks like a huge mod pack that adds a ton of shit into the game. You can do a ton of different jobs from delivery, driving to robbing banks, and they also added in other heists with like lasers and lockpicking and shit. And like it's just so big. I'd be fine playing it. I would love to get in this server, but it's a whitelisted server that is very exclusive.
Yep. Yeah. It's a super cool fucking thing. And hopefully at some point we could get some of that shit that's, available to the public. But it's
Hmm.
fucking pretty dope to watch. It's very
Like
entertaining too. It
like
leads to some great fucking content.
so one of the reasons why Minecraft is as big and still relevant as it is because of mods, and they have huge mod packs and like launchers now. So like you can like say Casey, my brother, and I want to play Sky Factory together, a big mod pack where you spawn on a tree and you expand it into a huge automated system and everything. Um, it's just
We should
one
do that on
click.
stream.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Um, and like but you can have like huge servers like that. Like I where a few months ago was renting a server from a server rental place that I just clicked the button that said I wanted to play Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved, and then everyone on their personal computers just downloads that same mod pack with one click, and we can all connect to the same server together and you know host our own server.
Yeah, it is fucking dope as hell. I'll be honest.
So like I would love to see that released as a mod pack, and then a bunch of smaller servers hosting the same thing that aren't as
Sure.
exclusive, but still
Yeah,
moderated.
true. Yeah, that would be cool as fuck. Yeah, they added a lot of shit, so it would be fucking cool.
Yeah, Tanner, I recommend watching the trailer video of it.
Yeah,
Zach
you have to send me some links.
I can
Zach
send it
showed
to
me
you.
showed it to me, and I was just my mind was blown the entire time I was watching it. I love it, especially because I really liked playing GTA 5.
Sure, it was a banging game, man.
Yeah, Tanner played it with me for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
back in the
Yeah, I
day.
played it a lot.
Not as much as me, like, but still a lot.
I think I put like 40 days into it.
I I've spent. I think I totaled it up, and I spent like close to 100 days on the game between all my characters. Because like I'd play a character, and I'd get them up to like level 255, and then I'd just delete them and start over.
Huh.
I think I did that like 8 times.
Wow, really?
Bruh.
That's how much I played the game, how much I've grinded and farmed.
Can't be like that though.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I did that with Melee. Like that was just my entire life for a while, man. I just continually to just fucking grind all fucking day and night.
Mm-hmm. I get into this, like, I'll get into a rhythm, like I'll get used to something, and then I'll just start watching a show and just like have it running and basically on autopilot.
Yeah.
Like there was, I can remember the exact name of the mission that I would play on repeat over and over. It's called Rooftop
Oh yeah,
Rumble.
yeah. I remember playing that a lot too.
Yep, Tanner
There's a
knows.
cargo bob one too, where you just take the
Yep,
container and then you sit it over a spot.
yep.
You gain a lot of
But
RP
then
and
they lessen the amount of XP and money
Really?
you got from that one because so many people grinded it, farmed it. All right.
Yeah.
So we got suggestions
Arguably.
from Real Certs. He asked for more Karen stories, and I still have a few that I can tell. Um,
I have to
so
at some point.
this week, actually, I have two that where I had a customer yell at me for something that my coworker did both times.
Yeah.
Um, so the first one, this guy comes in to switch phone carriers from or get a new phone. So he got his new phone. He got a Samsung or Galaxy S6, and he set up his service and everything. And then he left, and he came back angry because he like dropped or his data didn't work or something. So Andy took a look at it, got it fixed. It was just setting the APNs, and he
Yeah.
left. And then he called me or he came back in the next day and was just absolutely pissed off. He walks in, he immediately starts yelling. He's like, "This thing is freaking dumb. I can't use it. I can't talk on the phone and use my hotspot at the same time. I need to do that for my business." I'm like,
What?
I was like, okay, hold on, let me just figure out what's going on here. And then he just started yelling. And then I thought that you couldn't do that because when I had my Note 9, when I was in a phone call, I couldn't use data at all. So
Yeah.
I thought that was the case. So I told him that, and he just started yelling at me and blaming me for it. And he was like, "Oh, my old phone could. I just want my old phone back." And I was like, "Oh, your old phone's probably a 3G phone, and carriers aren't letting people activate that." So then he got mad at me and then
reach
stormed
phone.
out. And he like he pushed the door open so hard that it hit the wall, and I was kind of concerned with the glass on it.
I
Um,
don't get how people can get so angry about that kind of thing that you like people can't control.
exactly, it's out of my control. That's like years of planning by the big companies to
Yeah.
add those features in.
Like it's not like Radio Shack's purposely making where you can't do that just to slow you down. Like
Exactly.
it's how I
So
was
Also, why would you want to do that anyway? Why are you
maybe
talking
using
on
a
the phone?
hotspot for the laptop.
that's what he was doing. He was trying to read emails while on the phone with these big contract deals.
Why doesn't he
But
have like Wi-Fi?
yeah, I was gonna say, just
I
Is
don't
he in the
know.
car the whole time?
I think
to
that's what
say,
he
That's
said.
just stupid.
I think that's what he said, but I'm not sure.
well, that's not safe then. What is he fucking driving to fucking place to place, checking his goddamn email? No wonder
Or
it
a lot of
He
new
fucking.
like
cars have
stop along the
Wi-Fi
side
built
of the
in,
road.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
true,
new
dude. You could just
cars.
buy a new
He's
car.
Yeah.
also a fucking boomer, so he doesn't have a new
Just
car.
Go
buy
to
a new car.
McDonald's.
True.
Go to Mc,
Sure.
go to McDonald's or whatever. They all have free Wi-Fi. Just hook up to them if you got to do that kind of thing.
Go
Right,
to
dude?
Starbucks. That's where all
Yeah,
the college
Starbucks.
kids go.
All the youthful Gen Zers.
Dude,
Anyway,
let me tell you
um,
about fucking Starbucks. Actually, I got a fucking story. I waited like 45 fucking minutes There was like 3 fucking cars in front of me. Dude, I was fucking pissed because I just wanted to get fucking home. I was just, dude, this is cringe. I have never, like, it wasn't their fault. It was like these motherfuckers in front of me, just some straight degenerates.
There for 45 minutes in the drive-through.
Yeah,
What were they doing? Just complaining the whole time, or just chit
I
chatting?
don't fucking know, man. I was
Like,
just
at that
trying
point,
to
I'd get out
fucking-
of my car and tell them to get the fuck on.
That's what dude, I was so fucking cheesed,
Like,
man.
all right,
There's
just hurry the fuck
so
up.
many.
Your coffee can't be that fucked up.
There's so many idiots driving around this weekend. I'm also something that pisses me off is that I see more out-of-state plates than in-state plates. That's pisses me
Yeah,
off
right.
because of the pandemic that's going on.
Thanks, baby.
I yesterday
Oh,
drove somewhere to pick up carryout that we ordered, and there was I go to leave and I go out to the end of the parking lot because that's the only place that you can turn left to get back to where I work, and there's 2 cars there and it's a busy-ish road. So the person in front starts to go, but then they see there's cars there and they stop, and but the car behind them sort of followed them to get closer to the line to get out faster, and the person in front, the end of their car was in the road, so they had to put it in reverse and start backing up, and they backed up into the other car.
Oh, F.
Christ, bro.
I'm
Backup
like, you
cameras,
guys
bro. Get 'em.
idiots. You don't even need a backup camera. You just look
Just use your
behind you.
eyes. Yeah, I do.
It was
You guys fucking
okay, hold on.
trust technology too much.
It was
You
a
guys trust
station
it too
wagon
much.
that backed up into an Escalade sized vehicle.
Oh,
How do you miss that? Or it was like like the Cadillac SUVs. It was like that size. I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
You don't. Fucking eyes,
you don't miss
bro.
anything, really. You just look in the mirrors.
Yeah, I don't trust backup cameras either. I don't use them.
I
Backup
trust
cameras-
mine for certain situations.
No.
The only time
Like if I'm backing out of it.
only time I look at it is when I'm done backing up to see how much room there is on the camera between the end of my car and the beginning of the next whatever.
I like for backing out of stalls at like Walmart or something, so you can see around the other car, kind of thing. I look at it for that.
No, I
The car's coming.
No,
Hey Tanner, there's a special window on cars that just for that reason.
I was
Yeah,
back
but
up
you know,
the
if I can't see past a bigger car because they
Oh,
parked
well,
like a dick, I can use the camera and see if anybody's coming behind, so I don't have to back
So-
into
That
them.
doesn't make it. How's your camera facing around the fucking car?
Yeah.
Tanner, if the car...
Your camera
'Cause it's
isn't
further
can't
behind
look
than
at
my
90.
eyes.
No, oh my god, you're capping.
Your
Bro,
point
if
of
you
view
actually
is
had
not
it-
there.
I have
if you
had
had
it, and I
it, you
fucking
could see.
used it, Tanner.
My mom's
there's
car
no
has
fucking
it.
difference.
You
You
gotta
guys
see it in
are.
mine, man.
You're just some fucking degenerate
All I'm
that's
hearing
just
is
like
broke
too
pictures, alright?
lazy
That's
to
all I'm
fucking.
hearing
You're
is
just too
broke
lazy to fucking look behind you,
Bro, it
Tanner.
helps.
It
It
doesn't
helps
help
if
with
looking
shit.
back. It
You
does,
know how much
'cause if I have
that
a
shit
blind spot 'cause of car-
malfunctions? Because I do. Because I'm the one that fixes
Yeah.
that
Hey.
shit. So I know how much it malfunctions.
If it's not working, then I don't use it. I don't rely on it if it's not working.
There-
I don't know, man.
I've seen
You still
situations
rely on it
where
too
like
much.
people can't tell that it's not working. Like it's not just completely off,
if I
but
see it,
there's
if
like a
I'm going
glitch
in
in it.
reverse, looking at my mirrors, and it's not working, then I just don't use it. But it's never been like that. Also, I got spaghetti
it.
for some reason.
Spaghetti's hot.
Look, all I'm saying, you can't trust this shit too much, man. It just fucks up.
Well,
way-
I agree. I agree, but in certain situations, it does help. You don't need to rely on it, but it's like some I don't have an analogy off my top of my head, but like you don't
Mhm.
need it, but it helps. That's why it's required by law to have it for any new cars that are being made.
Oh, is
I
it?
don't know, dude. I just have my eyes.
I'm still not gonna use it though. Even if I
Yeah.
had it, I wouldn't use it. Because at this point, I'm too used to looking behind me.
I got I like mine.
Look at me,
Especially
Mr.
if I'm,
Fancy
like,
Boy with a backup camera.
I want the one that's also in my mirror. So, I have two, I could look in my mirror, see behind me and in the backup camera. Mine's
So
just
you
in my,
can fucking
infotainment.
not look behind you even more. Yeah, wow. That
Mhm.
really fucking helps solve the fucking
Yeah.
problem that you said you weren't
All
gonna
I'm
rely
hearing
on
is complainers
technology.
because you don't have it. That's
See,
all I'm
there's
hearing.
look at this
I've
is
used
what I
it.
do.
It's not that
Eh,
fucking
You don't own
good.
it, bro. You don't use it.
Oh,
You don't
look
use
at
it all the
that.
time.
I could.
Oh, look at
I
that. I
literally
can see
could.
behind me.
Whenever I
I can
fucking
see
wanted.
behind me.
Yeah, dude.
How
Is
hard
that,
Oh,
is
is
look
that?
at
that
this. I can
fucking
see behind
hard?
me and see right there. Oh, that's such a different. Oh, I dropped my fucking fork again. God damn it.
Yeah, wow, dude. Nice fucking job.
How's your backup camera working
See
for you
if
now?
Bitch, it ain't fucking used in this situation when it drops in front of me.
Yeah, but then you would have been distracted and then still looking at the fucking backup camera, relying on technology again, you fucking
Oh,
bitch.
Oh, come on. You guys are just broke bitches who don't have a backup camera in your car. You're just
Why?
jealous you
I
don't
won't
have one.
want-
Who cares? He
Talk
has
to
a
anybody
900.
who has one.
Also,
Talk to anybody who
you're
has
fuck-
one.
You're talking to a man that has 2 fucking PCs and a $900 phone. Don't fucking call him broke, you
It's
fucking
$800
bitch.
$800 phone.
And then even so,
And
just
also
because you have a
my
fucking
nice VR headset.
better car than both of us,
Backup camera, bro. Backup camera,
backup
bro.
cameras are shit. Fuck
Mhm.
you
Says someone
and
who
your
doesn't have
dog
one.
shit opinion.
If I wanted one, I would buy
so-
one. They're like $40 on Amazon.
Yeah. They're worth it.
No, they're not.
Okay, they're really
Says
not.
someone doesn't have one. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Dude,
man.
Just
Look,
because I don't have one in my
you-
car doesn't mean that I don't use one. My
Also, your
mom's car
car is
has
also
one.
like, your car is like teeny tiny. If you hit something in that, it'll just bounce right off.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
You won't need to worry about hitting
What's the
nothing in that
backup
car.
camera gonna do if he fucking hits something? If he gets fucking hit, what's the fucking backup
Backup cameras
camera
are worth it.
doing?
You guys just
What
don't
the
have
fuck?
one, so you don't know how easy and good it is. You don't
Well,
rely
what
on it,
are
but it's
you
nice to
fucking
have.
talking about? You're fucking talking about him getting fucking hit, and for some reason having
No,
a fucking backup
hitting
cam would fucking
something.
help.
Him hitting something, it'd be hard
Do
to
he
not
couldn't
see
fucking
around his
use his
car.
eyes? He can't fucking see what he hit? Oh wait,
Or,
Tanner, because we don't have a fucking
Bruh,
backup
You're
cam,
so
we
butthurt.
get it!
You're so butthurt.
Fuck
Why are you so
you!
butthurt? Butthurt. Butthurt.
I know what the
Fucking-
title of this episode is going to
Butthurt.
be.
Stupid.
It's
Butthurt.
going to be the backup camera argument.
Okay, let's get something for straight first. Front cameras are stupid,
What? There's
Yeah,
front cameras
but I'd
now?
want one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they show like the
Like,
like
if you
at
own a
the
big truck kind of thing, you put front one up.
like they show you like in front of your like at an angle in front of your car or like below it? Okay,
No,
that's
not like
kinda,
at an
yeah.
angle. It's just like what you seek. Like I saw one. I don't remember what vehicle it was in, but you could like in the dash, like where you
Is
see
it
the
a
tach and the
Honda?
speedometer. It has like what you see. Jay's just smiling at me, waving.
I don't see the point in that.
If I could see it in like if you're in a residential area going slow, because like maybe a kid kicks a ball out in the street, you can see it easier instead of having to see over the hood. Maybe that's what they kind of introduced it as.
No, Tanner's gonna
I
be
don't know.
looking at the speedometer all the time instead
Yeah.
of in
Well, yeah,
front
you
of
don't
him.
have your set like your peripheral vision and your speedometer.
No!
But if
You
you're
don't
looking at
have
the
spe-
camera enough to focus on it,
No, it would just catch your eye. Because if you see something
But
moving,
you
all of a
wouldn't
sudden,
like you would also see it from your
no, because your
see it
fucking
over
truck
the-
is so high.
Oh my fucking god.
maybe
dude.
just
I
don't
have
get
to
a
see a little
lifted
bit
How
of
low
truck.
is the yeah.
It's not even
look,
lifted. It's stock.
All I'm saying, fuck.
Well, you guys are
like,
against
just buy
technology.
trucks and-
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Backup
fuck
cameras, look
trucks.
into it, man. Backup cameras.
No.
I'm against
All I have
relying
backup
on technology.
Oh,
As
yeah,
much
you
as I
you
love,
bragged about having two PCs.
Yes, but that's
Yes.
the thing.
yes, but
But
I don't
technology-
rely on them. That's the thing. Is I don't trust
What would you do
relying on
without 'em?
technology.
What
I would
you do
still
without 'em?
live. There's nothing that's good the PC's gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that could potentially
still-
harm me in
You
any
can
way.
still live without a backup camera.
Yeah, we do just fine. We
Yeah,
So
back
now
up
you're
great.
back. You're back in our argument now by saying you don't need the backup camera.
No, I'm not saying you don't. You need it, but it's nice to have. I've had a car without it. It's nice to have. It's not necessary, but it's nice. Caveat: it depends on the vehicle.
No. There's no
No.
fucking way you fucking defend.
It depends on the
doesn't
vehicle.
matter what fucking car you're in. It's not that fuck.
It depends on what vehicle you're in.
I'm done with this fucking argument.
Okay, some more Karen story. So in my the other thing that have happened this week, where I had someone mad at me for what my coworker did. We get we'll special order stuff, and usually it's through Amazon. So some lady came in for I think it was a Samsung Galaxy S3 battery. And so we ordered it on Amazon, and it also came with a charger, a charging cable. But for some reason they shipped them in 2 separate boxes. My coworker did not open the boxes to see what was inside. He just assumed that both boxes had both a battery and a cable in them, even though the box was like that big, just the size of the battery for the Samsung Galaxy S3. So he stamped the receipt on one, put the other one in a separate box and labeled it as S3 battery, and called her. She came in to pick it up. I was like, what brings you in? She's like, oh yeah, I came in here to pick up my a battery I ordered. I'm like, what's your name? Told me her name. I was like, oh yep, it's right here. Handed her the box, and she walked out.
Like, get fucked. Thanks for the battery, idiot.
She called like half an hour later and just started yelling at me over the phone about how the battery was not in the box and this needs to get fixed. And I was like, okay, I need you to come in so that we can verify everything, because on my end, as a retailer, she could have brought it home, opened the box, put something else in the box, and then just say that shit. Unless if we verified it with our own eyes. So she comes in, and my coworker is in the front because I'm in the back repairing an iPad screen. So my coworker walks in, and he's like, "What brings you in today?" And I remember her face from earlier, or I think it was the way that she walked, that I remembered. But I was like, "Oh, she came in and picked up an S3 battery earlier that we had special ordered for her." And she says it. I mistakenly said this. I said she claims that the battery was not in the box, and that saying that she claims is an accusing way of saying it. So I should have used something else. But Andy was like, I opened up the box and I was like, oh, it's just the charging cable in there. And Andy immediately knew what happened. He's like, oh, then the other box over here must have had the battery in it. They shipped in they shipped 2 boxes. And he grabbed it and handed it to me. I opened it up and I was like, oh yeah, that's the battery. Here you go. But she screamed at me over the phone, and it's just such bullshit that I get yelled at for what my coworker does when I don't do anything wrong.
You're the manager, bro.
I'm not the manager technically. I'm just the person that's been working there the longest. There is no
the manager.
There is no manager.
No.
The person above me is the owner of the store. There is no people that are below me. No HR.
No HR. Oh, dude, sweet sexual harassment. Yeah.
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
I got a fat cock. I got a fat
Why,
cock.
yes,
too.
I do.
Maybe we
I've got a fat cock too.
Rub our fat cocks together. Maybe
me,
some oil.
Some oil? If you're not sure what that's a reference to, there is a hilarious skit about sexual harassment training video. If you look up on YouTube sexual harassment in the workplace, you'll probably find it within the first few results.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm
that's a great
curious.
video. Me
Actually,
and
wait, I
Austin
need to
used
go
to watch that
incognito.
video a lot when we played COD and shit together.
Yeah, I because I use a program called Voice Meter, I was able to loop the audio from Chrome specifically back through into my microphone, but just for Call of Duty, and I would play that and like we'd get into a lobby. I'd say, "Hey, how's it going, everyone?" See if anyone would talk, and if they do talk, then I play the video.
Yeah,
Got some
That's
funny
pretty
reactions.
funny.
Sexual
That's a
harassment
good
in the
time.
workplace. Let's see. It's the second result.
Mhm.
And it's
Sexual
like
harassment.
it's an 8-year-old video. It's hilarious. Another funny quote from that is two girls or one girl standing at like a copy machine, and another woman walks in, and she stands behind the lady for a little bit, and then she goes, "Does it smell like vagina in here?" What the fuck?
Does it
Tanner,
smell like
please.
vagina in here?
Excuse
We was
me?
having a barking.
Or no, she does. She goes, "It smells like vagina in here." Excuse me? It smells like fresh vagina in here. Are you talking
Alright.
about my vagina?
I
Maybe.
don't know. Maybe. I love that video.
Hilarious
The video-
video. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen it, I
classic.
recommend it.
Sure.
uh,
I wish we were funny like that.
yeah.
And imagine me and the
I'm
dude
not
that
creative.
just sat down and wrote that. Yeah.
Just like having this storyline and then just something completely out of left field.
Right. Yeah, dude.
I
it'd be
love how you
wild,
can
though.
tell that Tanner ate spaghetti even if he didn't mention it earlier.
Spaghetti with meatballs.
Go ahead,
I
yesterday.
hope she made lots of spaghetti. You guys ever
All I
watched
know
that?
is back
ever watched, like-
cameras are good.
Sure. I mean, if you're fucking an idiot and don't know how to use your eyes,
If you
then yeah,
actually,
sure.
use your, eyes and like driving and, actually have a car
Like,
that
I like driving.
Wait.
Yeah, dude, I
What if-
love
okay.
driving.
Wait,
Put
I
this
didn't hear what
example, let's
Tanner
say you
said,
have-
so I'm confused as to
Let-
how we got back onto this subject.
He did. He
Let's
just
just say
brought
you
it
have
up.
like a Suburban for your big family. Hank's peeing in the background, by the way.
Nice.
All right, he's done. You look in the mirror all the way back there, but you see a bunch of people's heads. You can't see
Yeah, I just
in the
start
back
smacking
mirror.
him. Fucking back and start fucking knocking.
You
their
can't
heads
smack him
in.
because
I
your arm
see.
ain't long enough. It's 18 feet
That's
long.
what you think.
Hey,
A
you
fucking
go,
go-go
"Hey,
extender
fuckers,
arm, my
duck
fucking
your
arm
head."
back there.
Or you could use the thing that's required by law and just look there and in
Required
your
by law
mirrors.
in newer cars. Look,
And it's gonna be required if you buy
It's
any
not-
new car
yeah,
since
it's so then
2019.
not yeah, so
But
then
there's
Hey,
a
you
reason
know
why
what
it's
else-
required by law.
You know something else that's
Jesus.
required by law?
Don't speed.
It's required by law for phones to be unlocked. Guess what? There's situations where they're
Oh.
not unlocked.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a complete different story.
I mean,
That's a different, complete side of the law than
well, what's your opinion
Making
on it, Tanner?
manufacturers, have to put in a safety feature than to, make sure your
But then
phones are
people start
unlocked so people can
relying
do
on
whatever
that
to them.
shit.
Well, yeah, I agree. You shouldn't rely on it.
But
It's just an extra
mass
tool you
con-
could use.
But people
but mass
people
Yeah.
are relying on it, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but are the statistics worse that people are backing into less or backing into more than they used to back in the day?
Look here,
I don't
none of us
fucking
know that
What's the
statistic, Tanner.
specific- Yeah,
Exactly.
Why
So
the
you
fuck?
no, you can't have a
Yeah, but
defined
but
thing on your
here's the
stance of
thing.
that it does not help.
Okay,
can't say
no
that
one's
'cause
saying
it
that it
gets an
doesn't
extra
fucking
tool.
help. But here's what I'm fucking trying to say: you shouldn't fucking use it so much. Which and
Oh, yeah,
people
I
and,
agree, you
and
shouldn't
what,
just
but
Oh,
here's the
and
shouldn't
thing:
here's
just
but
another
rely
if you're
on it.
gonna
problem with
start
it.
requiring it, if you're gonna start fucking requiring it, more fucking people are just gonna start fucking getting
Hey,
reliant on that fucking shit.
hey, you
How-
know
And that's
another
okay.
problem with
fuck.
it? Another problem with it is
Yeah.
when it malfunctions, only certain people are able to fix it.
But what
Then
are you
charge
also
more for the
gonna do when
consumer.
like all the cars, like there's a couple new I don't know which ones are, but they don't even have mirrors on the side. They just have cameras for you to look in the
What?
entertainment. Yeah,
How is
they just
that
have cameras
legal?
and stuff because
No,
they
I
have
wouldn't.
cameras there as mirrors.
I don't give a fuck. That's still stupid as fuck.
So what are you
I
gonna do
will
when
not
that
buy that
becomes the
car.
norm?
Yeah, I guess I'd
When it's
just
the only thing
fucking
you can
walk.
buy because you can't buy gasoline anymore.
I'd just
What?
get a Tesla. At
Well,
that
get a
point.
Tesla.
Why
Yeah,
would I
but
get a-
Teslas will get to that point. Yeah, Teslas will get to that point where they don't have the
No,
mirrors
an
on there,
a current
and they'll get to the point
Tesla,
where you're not even
one
able
that
to
Just
drive.
has
just a
mirrors.
yeah, why wouldn't I just get a Model 3 or some
Yeah, well,
shit?
yeah, then you'll get the one that has mirrors, but then they'll be out of date because all the
Who
entertainment.
cares?
Who cares?
All right, you won't be able to use it then. You
What?
won't
Why
be able
wouldn't
to
I be
use
able to
any of it
use
because
it?
they'll phase it out
Yeah,
of
but you're
date.
just
Like
gonna be
I
a
can still
fucking
drive it.
dumbass motherfucker that's just like, oh, look at me, all my fucking cameras. Oh, they fucking malfunction. Crash my fucking family into a goddamn
Butt hurt.
semi. Fuck
Butt
you,
hurt.
motherfucker. Look,
Butt hurt.
stop. Why?
Butt
Why do you gotta
hurt.
fucking be like
Butt
this?
hurt.
Like, let me be
You're
perfectly
so
honest.
offended. You're so
Yeah.
offended by it when I was saying it's just like
It's
a
not-
tool you could use. I agree, you shouldn't rely on it, but it's another tool to have to see right behind you.
But you're literally
you're a
just
bitch,
not
it's
talking
not
about
necessary.
relying
No,
on
and
it,
if
getting
you're-
rid of the mirrors.
Yeah, you're
No,
literally
you
not.
shouldn't rely on it. No, but it's good to
No,
have.
but
in
then you
certain
have to
tools,
rely on it
like
because you
No,
don't
it
have a mirror
doesn't.
You got a
anymore.
snake.
Yes. Yeah, you're literally fucking just.
Yeah, but you get to the
backtrack.
point where it's a lot of cars don't
No.
have mirrors to use. A lot of
Who
cars.
the
Look
fuck
up cars
knows
that don't have it.
Yeah, and then you
What cars
rely
don't
on
have
the
fucking
cameras.
Yeah, you'll have to rely on the cameras, and then that's like what you'll get to. And then
Yeah,
what
but
is
then-
the percentage of chances when you're backing up that it'll fail? What are the chances?
I mean, once you're relying on them, pretty fucking high. And
yeah,
then,
but what are the chances? 0.0001% the time it'll
No,
fail?
Tanner. Here's the problem: is that not
Tanner,
enough
that's-
vehicles
Tanner.
have them. It's the Apple effect, is what I call it. So you have all the vehicles that are in circulation right now, right? Only a small
Mhm.
percentage of them have backup cameras in that grand total. And of those, you have maybe, let's just say, as to throw a number out, 15%. Right now, that may only be, 15,000 cars. But when it's large scale and it's everywhere, that 15% suddenly turns into several million.
31% of cars now on the road have backup cameras. And what are the chances of all that failing?
Pretty high.
It's still high
Like,
for
oh my
what
gosh,
it should
Tanner.
be. I agree.
Okay. So it's the same exact thing with viruses. So there's a ton of viruses for Windows, but not
Alright.
very many viruses for Macs. There are still viruses for
There's
Macs.
more
I've
more
removed
Windows than Macs.
exactly, and it's the same thing with backup cameras right now in cars.
Right, but it's going to get to the point where you only have to rely on the cameras.
Yes. So and there's going to be a much
Yes.
larger amount of failure then.
Oh yeah, but there's going to be a more failure. But what is the failure rate of that? You don't know yet. But so what are you going to do when there's
Obviously-
only cameras?
Not fucking drive a fucking camera car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're not driving. So let's say there's only electric cars. You'll get a new Tesla, like a today Tesla that has the mirrors.
Yeah.
But what if it has the Apple effect? Like Tesla uses the Apple effect to slow battery charging or the retention of the battery, and the technology of it is not even worth using because cars are slowly
Okay.
turning into a tech product like a cell phone compared to what it used to
Yes.
be.
But also,
I mean-
in that respect, you have a lot more access to parts for cars because it's more of a traditional
yeah.
market. So you
Right,
can just
right.
replace
And
the
there's
parts that
more,
are going
there's
bad.
more competition, so they'll want more people to do like there'll be more opportunity to fix things like that. Yes. Just it's gonna get to the
And
point
plus,
where there's no
also,
mirrors on the
also
cars.
by that point, right
also
to repair will be accepted everywhere.
Right, right. But like I've seen, I don't quote me, I don't know what car it is, but like usually, you look in your left mirror, you look to the left instead of being in that mirror, it's like in that corner, of your top or bottom left corner, of your windshield. It'll be like
Mhm.
what the camera sees, so as if a mirror is there. So
And what
maybe
happens
the
when
camera
that
can.
camera gets covered by snow
I was,
or
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
it
that's a
malfunctions?
problem
Then
with
you just
where we
then
are.
you just lose
Right.
that camera.
But what
what
like
happens if
all
you're
that all the
driving in
stuff.
some downpour rain and then like there's
Right.
so many
But
fucking
then you could
problems
also
with this
use
fucking
like
dog shit.
it's gonna be just the same as the mirror. How
I
often do
mean,
you
that's
use the
true.
mirror?
Pretty
As
often.
like if it's downpouring rain and you can't really see outside your mirrors on the left and right. I mean,
Pretty
it's
often.
kind of the same thing.
I mean, you can
I'm
just
agreeing
roll
that you
down your
shouldn't
windows
rely on it.
then.
Well, yeah,
And then
you
you
can
can
still.
fucking
It's
see them.
the
So
still
what?
the mirror is still covered in water and it's still being covered by water if it's downpouring rain.
I mean,
I'm not saying the cameras are better. I'm just saying it's getting to that point. And then
no.
the backup camera is just an extra tool, like using a steak knife and cutting a steak when you can just use a normal knife, but a
Well,
steak
no,
knife,
no, 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 no,
What?
no.
adds
That's
an extra
different. That's
thing to it.
completely
I'm trying to
fucking
come up
different.
with a
That's
good
completely
analogy.
fucking
I don't
different.
know.
That's completely different.
I'm
Don't
trying to
fucking
come up
You
with a
can't
good
come up with a
analogy
good
for it.
analogy because there is no good analogy because it's
Yeah,
There
not.
is a
because
good analogy to it when
no,
you could
because
do
you're
something, but you could do it even better. Because using the extra tool, there's plenty. Okay. There's plenty of
You
ways to
say
skin a
now
cat.
it's more efficient, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it could be more efficient. It adds an extra tool.
sorry,
Like
dude.
plenty
My
of ways to
eyes
skin a
work pretty
cat.
fucking well.
Yeah, but you still use your eyes to look through the camera, and then the chances of it failing are what?
But I'm not looking through the
1%.
camera though. I would just be looking
Yeah,
behind me.
if you can't use the camera, then you
Well,
rely
no.
on
I just
right.
wouldn't use it at all. That's the
Okay, that's
thing.
all you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's all gonna get to cameras. It's all gonna become cameras. It's actually
Mm.
before it even gets to that, it'll probably all just be self-driving where you don't have a choice.
So
I
the
don't
cars are
trust
gonna be cameras.
self-driving.
No,
Not.
but what you're saying
Yeah,
is
I'm not a fan of self-driving either. But using a backup camera is adding an extra tool. You still it's not getting rid of the mirrors. It's adding an extra tool that you could use to see like what's exactly right behind your car and how close everything is behind your car, and getting out of a stall using it. Like in my Subaru Outback,
no,
with it being longer,
no,
it helps see in an angle parking kind of situation
no.
where I
You
can't
know
see
what's
behind.
funny? We've been talking about this so long that I forgot what the original argument was.
Backup
Like,
cameras, yeah or nay?
are we
I think
arguing
that's
that
what
they
it was.
shouldn't be put in cars, or are we arguing
I
that
think so.
people shouldn't rely on them?
I think the original thing was not putting them in cars.
I don't think that they shouldn't be put in cars at all.
I think they should legally be put in cars. But I agree, you shouldn't just rely on it. You shouldn't just rely on the backup camera.
Yeah, because
It's
my
not gonna
problem
tell
with them is that there's too many people that do rely on them. They need to figure out a better way to stop people from relying on them.
Yep, I agree. Not just to rely on them, but they're an extra tool to use. Like back in the day, people probably like, oh, I don't need a mirror, backup mirror. I got my 2 side mirrors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Sure,
Yeah, like
man.
back in the day, cars didn't have the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And so people are like, oh, I don't need a
You know what
rearview
also
mirror.
happened back? You know what also happened back in the day, Tanner? Slavery. People were kind of dumb back then. Like, so if we're fucking talking, if we're gonna go back then,
okay,
dude,
so you're gonna get rid of your back. Your
it wasn't that far back,
too?
Tanner. America was doing it.
You're gonna get rid of your rearview mirror. You're gonna get rid of that because that was something
In
new,
some
just
cars,
so you
they
could see
don't have
better.
them, Tanner.
Well,
Yeah, they just have a camera instead. They have a camera to simulate where your rearview mirror would be.
They still have a mirror.
Nope, just a fucking
Not
camera.
an ambulance.
Actually, everything's a fucking camera.
Not an
Your
ambulance.
car,
Yeah.
fucking camera shake now. We're fucking going back to cameras.
Like,
Cameras!
It's just a
have
box,
a mirror in the back there.
like the
A camera
Kia
would
Cube.
really help. Kia
I
Cube.
fucking hate the Cube.
I hate any box-shaped cars. Not very
Aren't they
Dumb
aerodynamic.
as hell.
Yeah, they're dumb. Kia Souls. Ugh.
My stepdad's dad. So would it be my step grandfather, or would they just call him
Yeah.
grandfather? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could just call him
I don't
grandpa, I guess, but
Anyway, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
nice. Fucking epic, bro.
Well, how much time we at?
We're over an hour.
Come on.
All right, I gotta
Oh.
get going. I gotta give my kid a bath.
All right.
Nice.
Bag of cameras
Right.
are useful. You're just, butthurt that they're not. All right, get over it. They're gonna be a thing from now on. If you can't use it, don't use it. All right, bye, boys.
Why couldn't I use it? I have perfect eyes, Tanner. Why couldn't I fucking use it?
don't know the technology scares me.
Tanner's trying to use
yeah.
lessons from his child to us.
Technology, fucking yeah, dude. At some point, I look. All I'm saying, we're just gonna be taken over by technology, and people need to be fucking ready
Yeah.
for D-Day.
Yep. You need to learn how to. Everyone needs to learn how to hack, so they can hack
Yeah,
into the
dude.
robots.
We need to hack the robot. Yeah, fucking.
Dude, it's the ultimate defense. Just hack them all.
Just hack him, forehead. Just hack him.
But then you get into the problem of people hacking into other people's cars.
That's true, dude. Actually, so if we give a robot like AI and shit, like artificial intelligence and shit, and hacking into them, does that mean we're technically taking over another person's like actions?
Does
and
it count
thoughts and
as
shit?
kidnapping?
I was gonna say, is that like past a moral level? Because you're just taking another person. At that
Oh my
point.
gosh. That brings up another ethical question. At what point do you consider an item to be alive? Like, at what point does a
True.
robot get rights?
Yeah, that's true, dude. That's definitely something that's gonna have to be talked about. Sure, like there's one
Like-
game in particular that I always mention. Fucking
Detroit Become
Overwatch.
Human.
Shit as Overwatch was like there was a pretty fucking good like kind of like story there where like the fucking robot people were trying to be like, hey, we have feelings and shit too. The humans were like, nah, fuck you pussies.
Get the fuck out of here.
Using them as servants and shit. It's like fucked and shit. I think
That's actually,
at
if
the
you
point where,
haven't,
like something can start thinking for itself, that's when it becomes like
yeah, I agree there. Yeah, when they start thinking for themselves. If you haven't seen or like seen a playthrough or played through yourself Detroit Become Human, I definitely recommend either watching it or playing through it yourself, because it asks that question, but in the entire game you play as an android. And
yeah, I've played the game. I just kind of made all the really bad choices. Like anytime there was like a fucking choice of like killing someone or just like you could try to say it, I was just like, yeah, fuck.
just play him. So Zach is evil.
I got one of the worst endings. Dude,
Well, yeah,
So-
when you walk through just killing everyone in a story-based game, that's kind of what happens.
dude. Look, man, I should be able to play the game how I want.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, play it how you want. I just think it's funny. Yeah, I don't know what else you expected.
No, I didn't expect that. I played the dude's other games. The dude does the same style of shit, like Heavy Rain and a bunch of other shit.
Wait, the same
I
style,
played
or
through
he
Heavy
did
Rain.
do Heavy Rain?
No, he did Heavy Rain.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that's the same type of thing. a huge branching
I mean,
story.
they're pretty much the exact same fucking game. Other than one's with like robots, the other one
Sean!
you're like a fucking kid.
Sean!
Sean!
Sean! You see the glitch where they could just scream Sean during the entire cutscene?
Continue. Yeah, that's just the funniest fucking thing.
Sean!
Oh,
Like
all
he's
right,
staring down the face of the origami killer and just, Sean! It's funny.
What a great game.
Yeah, and then
True. All right.
that's one of the reasons why I started paying attention to like certain studios and artists, because like I've started learning the types of games that is like more so not the type of game but the studio that produced it. But yeah,
Hell yeah. Oh, it's just oh yeah.
hope you
I was
guys
fucking
enjoyed the
thinking, shit.
episode. Have a nice
This was a good
day,
one.
night,
Fuck Tanner.
whatever.
Shit.
It was fun. It was fun. See ya.